What's going on, guys? It's GZ. Welcome to my channel. I have seen a lot of players who set up their base quite wrong, which then turn your legendary gem effectiveness quite low. This happens with a lot of players, those who do not pay a lot of attention or just use whatever they get and expect that it will make them stronger, but in reality it doesn't, and then they end up complaining that the game is all about pay to win for PvE element. I'm just talking about the PvE element here. They think that even the PvE element, in order to have a lot of damage, they have to spend a lot. Well, that is not the thing. So there are a couple of things which you have to do right to make your character really strong, and a lot of people actually does that wrong. And the first thing which is really important is here in the Reforge. A lot of demon hunter actually go for this one, which is vengeance, and what it does is your primary attack have a 2% chance to increase all damage you deal by 100 for 1 second. And to get this, you will have to get 3 of the Reforge in all your gear pieces if you want to get the lowest cooldown. But let's say if you get 3 of the Reforge on 1 gear piece, then it will trigger every 120 seconds. But if you get the Reforge from this family buff, like you get attack speed, damage to player, and third, damage to shield, you will have to select 3 of those in all 8 gear pieces. Then your cooldown is going to be somewhat 8 seconds, and every after 8 seconds you'll be able to deal increase damage up to 100%, and that leaves a lot of demon hunter thinking, oh, this is going to deal a lot of damage. Trust me, I have used this myself and I was quite wrong, and in my opinion this is not the best way to go. For, I would say, for PvP, yeah, if you get lucky and this trigger at the right time, it can give some damage output, but you cannot expect to control its trigger, and also the consistency isn't really great in terms of damage. So I will highly advise not to use vengeance family Reforge for PvE or PvP. It is not great at all. So what I learned and I have been using is this one here. This is my first loadout for PvE, and you can see I have primary damage, I have skill damage, I have critical damage. Keep in mind, my intent here was not to get the Hydra. All those bonuses in my opinion are not that great, so my focus here was to get the best Reforge buffs out there that you can get for Demon Hunter. So this is why I got 3 of those, which are actually being found inside the Hydra Reforge or whatever they're called. So critical hit damage is great, works great with your Mother Lament, Rolling Consequence. Skill damage, Demon Hunter use Strafe, Demon Hunter use Vengeance, Demon Hunter use Multi-Shot, and so many skills that require skill damage. So you can see it works nicely, and also with Strafe you can use primary, so that makes sense that you use all 3 of those. Then duration of beneficial effect. Most of Demon Hunter skills are all buff skills, which mean if you have more duration of beneficial effects, it would mean they will last longer. And finally, attack speed. So yeah, this combination makes the best damage output, give you really good consistency. Instead of chance, you're going to have a damage consistency, and you'll know how much damage you're going to do. So this is really important. I will highly advise to use this setup for Demon Hunter for PvE, because vengeance is not great. And for the second loadout for PvP, This is what is really good and working nicely for me. Damage taken from player reduce, and damage taken while suffering loss of control reduce, duration of beneficial effect, attack speed, and finally damage to player. And also you get this jolt. You have 2% chance when attacked to immobilize your attacker. This is somewhat alright, but yeah, for PvP this is what you need, but for this is definitely what you need for PvE. So stop using vengeance in my opinion, and I already know that my current setup does more damage than the vengeance itself, because vengeance family buff only trigger once every 8 seconds, and this one consistently work for me. And then the second thing which most people do wrong is that they just pick random attributes and magic attributes, which makes them weaker. All they look for is combat rating. This is not how you go with Demon Hunter. You need fortitude in order to deal a lot of damage, because fortitude also allow you to deal more crit hit. Here it shows you that armor and increased critical hit damage, your armor penetration is this much higher. So yeah, the more armor pen you have, the higher crit hit you will be able to do, and it is both great for PvE and for PvP. So always make sure that in every single piece that you have, go with the fortitude. Don't go with the random, because you don't need random. Fortitude is a must have, and get fortitude on your set items as well, especially for PvP set items. This is for PvE, so I don't mind losing some. I mean not having some fortitudes on these pieces, but yeah, if I get them, that is even better. So that is the second thing. Go with fortitude so your damage number will be higher. Then the third thing, which is pretty much free to play, you need critical chance. Where is it? I mean, if you go down here, you can see my crit chance is 29% right from the back, and it is amazing. So how am I getting it? I always used my helm, which has a critical chance. I always use my shoulder, which has a critical chance. Otherwise I would not use them. Same goes for my main hand. I will go for fortitude and crit chance. If my drop doesn't have those, I will not use it. I don't care if it is going to give me higher combat rating. Same here to the second main hand. Same here for the offhand, and here as well. So as long as I am getting critical chance, fortitude, and whichever affix from the eternal, that is fine by me. But if I get the right one, that is even better. So these are three things which overall makes your damage better and improve the effectiveness of your legendary gems. If you don't build your base right, then your gems are not going to be as effective as you would want them. And I was at 2000 3000 resonance for the longest time, and I have reached to 4454 in like 3 years. So I have gone through all of those things, and I know this building your base correctly is the most important thing. Without that, no matter how much resonance you gain, if your base is not right, then yeah, your damage output is going to be lacking. So even me with 4454 resonance, I can easily compete with a lot of guys who are higher in resonance than me, like 8900. But if they haven't made their base right and using just resonance gems, my damage output is always higher than them, because I can reach 600 million damage within a minute with my demon hunter. And imagine if I had even like will kind of resonance with my setup, my damage would have been like in a billion or something. But Just wanted to bring this to you guys, that always focus on making your base correctly, then start experimenting with your gems. This way you will have a better sense of everything and what you want to do with your gems. There are also runes which are actually really great, but yeah, if we want to get into that, then go with this rune here, ZUH, which is the critical chance rune. Comes for both offhand, and they are somewhat around 15,000 platinum, so they are expensive, but this one is cheaper for helm and shoulder. And this one is gore tier, and it will give you attack speed and beneficial duration, and demon hunter takes full benefit from this perk here attribute. So yeah, this is just, I mean, these are just quick tips here for everyone, whoever is a new or switching to demon hunter or have made their demon hunter slightly different. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope this helps, and until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.